Give me what you want me to have, and teach me how to work with that. I ask God to teach me how to go in and out amongst the people in my house. Amongst the people. I'm the people in my house. So I go in and out the house. I don't want my pastors to ever hear Jamie can't pay her rent. Oh! Woo! Them fighting worse than me. Jamie can't pay her rent. What you mean Jamie can't pay her rent? If I'm in a situation and I'm disabled, most people that are disabled are crying about it. If I'm in a situation where I'm disabled, I'm telling y'all, same thing I said when I became disabled in 2008, okay? I just got to figure out how to do it. That's 15 years ago, okay? Got to figure out how to deal with it. And I've been dealing with it since then. And buying art supplies and doing exactly what I need to do. Because Harmony told me, she's like, Jen, you really need to figure out how to sell these. If I want to roll these paintings over and sell them, I can. I can use it as a small business or not. I just thank God for who He is. But I could be disabled because I lean on the everlasting. Now unto Him who is able. God. Don't I? I lean on now unto Him who is able, so I can be disabled. He don't call me this nothing. He call me this Jamie. That's what he say. This Jamie is this powerful because she disbelieves the enemy, and she the disciple of a Pastor David, and they learning, they walking together, they learning how to teach her how to believe even more in me. She ain't this stable for me, but she this praying, this trusting. This, and not distrusting. But y'all understand what I'm saying? Because everything that I have, that you would think that, oh no, I don't have time to pray. I don't have time because I got to go work. I'll pray for you then. Because I don't have that issue. I can't pray in your place, but I sure enough will pray, and hopefully God will give me your benefits. Yeah, of course. I'll take yours. Thank you. Because I'm disabled, I have time. Also because of the fact that I'm in a situation, I have time. You are in the situation that you're in. You have a lot of time that God gave you to do what you need to do. So if you don't want what you know, your benefits, and I'll be fit to take your benefits because I'll do what you got. You're supposed to love God. I'll do it. And I will not complain about it. Because at the end of the day, God did not tell us how to, give them. He said, bring ye all the tithes to the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. Proof of this that the pastors eat the meat is Hophni and Phinehas. They was just eating it wrong. Bring ye all the tithes to the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. He said, and try me now in this. Try me in this, says the Lord of hosts. It's like, if I come to you and say, and try me, and somebody would stand behind me, and they say, said Jamie Hargis, what? Is there somebody whispering to you? My contention that more than God was speaking here. God was speaking, Holy Spirit was co-signing it. He said, try me down in this. And Holy Spirit peeked out from behind and said, says the Lord of hosts. He said, if I will not open up the windows of heaven to pour you out one blessing, I will open up the windows, sister, and pour you out one. I got to open up every window, just to pour you out one. How I know He opened up every window? Because He stipulated. He said, I'll open up 3 windows and pour you out one. As I said, I really want to see it happen to Pastor David. Don't tell him I said this. I saw him walking down the street, and I saw a big blessing in a sack come hit him, and it was bigger than him, and it hit him in the head, and he hit the floor. I'm not laughing at him hitting the floor. I'm laughing at a blessing that big. Because y'all saw my pastor, as I thought about it, I said, what? I want that to happen. And when I saw it in my head happen, it happens like a cartoon every time. I saw him walking along, and he got hit it was like a army bag, like a camel bag, like that thick coating, that thick bag, that thick canvas. That's the bag. It was a canvas bag, but it was brown, and whoever was trying to get it to you, it was almost like they was dropping rashes out the sky. That's it, because they were dropping rashes out the sky. So it's almost like because it was coming out the sky, it needed a heavier type of baggy, heavy type of coating. So I saw my pastor, this was like 3-4 months ago, and it hit him in the head, just like that. And he passed out. He would have. After that, somebody moved the bag. His arms was out from, or either side of his legs was out, or either side of his leg was out. Look like a starfish. I want that. I mean, I want to not get knocked out, but I kind of do. I want to get knocked out with a blessing. Hey, bye. How would somebody need to do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on him because the blessing that he got was so big? So you need mouth-to-mouth resuscitation because it knocked him out. I want God to knock me out with a blessing. Knock me out, God. But first, knock him out because I'm praying for him. He's my nevertheless. I think he's the one person that's actually able to give me what I've been begging God for since I was 10. And even when I say I'm not asking for it, because I'm not, my heart is still screaming for it. I know how. You know how I know? This is how you know that your heart is asking for something that your mouth is not asking for, which is proof of what we talked about with Jacob. I said I'm going to give it up. I said I'm going to lay it down. I said I want them to have the best. I want them to have the best. I'm not asking Pastor David and Sandra for nothing. I want them to have the best. So what I want the most out of everything in this world, I'm going to lay it down. In the hopes that they can be happy. In the hopes that they can have what they want. And the reason I said I'm going to lay it down is because I have every opportunity and every ability to ask right now. Not as them, as God. Please let him do it, God. You know how we do it? God wants you to tell him to do it. Why don't you tell him to do it, Jesus? When we want something from somebody, we are quick to ask God to move their heart. I've seen it. Well, ask God to move them in your direction and to force them to give you $1,000. I've seen it. That's not prophecy. You're prophesying, not prophesying. Instead of him giving me what my heart desires, I want God to give him what his heart desires. Which is probably points towards his kids and Miss Andrea. I want her to have what her heart desires. What her heart desires. Which is probably for Jimmy to shut up and stop messing with him so they can have more time together. You ever love somebody love somebody so much, love people so much that you want them? I wasn't part of a real family, right? So I don't know about this. Lord beat me to death. So I'm experiencing now being a part of not a family situation, but sort of a family situation where you love somebody that much, where you want them to have what they want, even though, not even if. See that man on the man on that sing that song, Even If, and it's a beautiful song, Mercy Me, Even If, check it out. But I'm not saying even if, because that would be a question. What I am saying is even though. I know I'm asking you, God, to not even think about giving me what I want and to take all of your energy, God. Not that, I would know what your energy is like because you God. But take all of the energy that you would take, giving me what I want and give it to him. What am I asking God for? The worst storm of my life. I don't want a car. I've had a car. I've had cars. I'm not asking for a car. I'm asking for a house. I got a place to live. I'm in the house. I gotta learn how to live in this house and clean this house and keep this house right? Because I don't want somebody to marry somebody and they come live with me and they're like, Jamie, I don't want to live in a bucket of paint. I don't want to sleep in paint. I don't sleep surrounded by paint bottles. I don't sleep surrounded by paint bottles. My room is off limits to my art. As a matter of fact, even when I'm doing my blog, my door stays closed. Because off limits. But we all need to learn how to take care of what we got before we ask for more. And that points even to what I'm saying, right? Why would you ask for more when you can't take care of what you have? If every time something happens, you get up and run. And you can't finish a conversation between me and them. If you can't stay and finish a conversation, you can get up and run every single time, Jamie. Why would you ask for more? No. I'm asking for the storm. And through this most recent storm, I learned. I said, wow. I got grace before. I don't know what's going to come from this. And I said, I don't know. I said, I'm ready for my consequences. I don't know what's going to come from this. But what I do know that I've gotten so far, it's a beautiful thing. What I've gotten so far is I'm finally able to say it's okay. Lord said it was not okay to ever be me. No one liked me and no one ever would. I was hated. As a kid, even, So it's okay to be me. I sat back yesterday and I said, wow. It's okay to be me. That was a new concept. That's a new concept for me. Am I still flailing like a little kid? Hey, listen to me. Hey, do this. Hey, see me. Yeah. And they listen. And they read my little comments as I flail, and I mean, it's a lot. I looked at them like, God, did they know there was like, it's like they were adopting a fifth kid? I didn't know. I didn't know I was driving crazy like that. And the Holy Spirit said, he said, but Jamie, it's because of the fact that you've been denied, right, love in your entire life, right? So the moment you get somebody that's been denied love their entire life, what if you took a raisin, right, and stuck a syringe in there and pumped it full of air? Can you imagine what it would be like? Do you think that you would actually get a full-grown grape very quickly, or would it take time? Because it's dehydrated. I guess at the point of that poem by, I think it's Langston Hughes, what happens to a raisin in the sun? You're taking something that's already dehydrated and putting it in the sun. Does it dry up and fester and then run? I understand it now a little bit better, a little tiny bit better. I didn't see this before now, but what I'm seeing now that I believe Langston Hughes was saying when he said what happens to a raisin in the sun, right? It's a dream deferred, right? What happens to a raisin in the sun? Does it dry up and then fester and then run, right? Because it can't dry up anymore, right? But if it could, it would dry up even more, right? Dry up and then fester, which is just sit there, right? And collect maggots and then run, ooze, or whatever's inside of it will ooze out of it. What he's saying is, how do you take more from me than you already have? Even as a slave, right, you rip me apart. I am then a raisin. I come to you as a raisin. I came to Hagerstown as a raisin, and some people have I try to act like the sun, right? Eclipsing the actual sun for me, S-O-N sun. They try to act like a sun and dehydrate me and make me fester and make me run. But I'm tired of running. I may be in pain, but I don't have to run. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of fleeing situations. I'm tired. That's all we did. We ran my entire life, and we did not stop running. That's why Lois got accused of kidnapping us. And sometimes when you act out of emotions and don't listen when God is talking to you, you lose. Because she did that, the courts refused to make James help her pay for anything with me and Samantha, even though she needed a lot. They refused to do it because she kidnapped us. She didn't do it the way she was supposed to do it. She kidnapped us. She's supposed to trust the courts, trust justice. God is saying sometimes trust justice. She's supposed to trust justice and let them have some sort of say. She took us and ran, controlling. And so because she took me and Samantha and ran, it seemed like a baseball type thing or tennis type thing with my father. So he said, okay, so they said, I don't have to give you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing. And he had money. And we had nothing. And he knew it. Because the only job that she had was the job that she started against his will when she had me. And they fought for 10 years over her working because he didn't want her to work at all. She started that job and was making $300 a month or $300 every 2 weeks. And she ended that job and was making $400 every 2 weeks. And she worked there for what, 25 years? So when he was doing this, she was making $400 with 3 daughters, $400 every other week. I make twice that, and I'm not working. Disabled. Tell me about the God I serve. You have to trust him. He makes us, he makes you that tree, right? I said, I'm not done. The reason why I talk about what I have and what I make, normally I wouldn't tell anybody. Nobody knows. But I talk about it because I want you to know. Because there's no way in the world I should have anything. So if you know about what I have, it's because of the fact that God gave it to me. I didn't do anything of my own volition. With that being said, I'm a tree. Aren't I? A couple minutes ago, I asked you, what am I? Have you ever asked that question? Selah. What am I? Am I a tree? And you shall be like a tree planted by the river of water, right? No! If you made it through the storm, if you made it through this most recent storm, if you made it through this last storm, if you can stand up and say, well, what I just went through was a big one, right? I just made a storm. Because I told my pastor, I said, no. I can't say, but you want to know what I think? I can't say everything I say, but you want to know what I think? I think you deserve better. Even to disciple is what I'm saying. And all the way around, I think you deserve better. Do I want it? Oh my God, you have no idea. I've always wanted this. I wanted to live in a convent. I always wanted this. How many of y'all can say nevertheless? If it looks like it's going to bless somebody that you care about. I said, there's no wonder why I could still be a tree. And you shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. You know what changes your status? Oh my God, you better say this, God. You know what changes your status and then your station, right? Because we talked about it. Perception, condition, position, station, right? So station on the top of the tree, I am a queen. But I have to change stations now. What promotes me in the spirit and what changes my station in the spirit is not mine. It's not my ability to be what I want to be and what God called me to be 20 years ago, right? Because I want to stay in the same, I want to stay in the same situation that she was in, and that's why she was brought back down. She would stay at the same level that she was at, and she was brought back down. One thing that she kept trying to fix things with him and get him to do the right thing, so that the marriage could work. Not knowing you're trying to keep a marriage going that God is trying to break apart because He's killing your daughter. Some of us are trying to keep things going where God is trying to break them apart. I said, my pastor, no, I put them in God's hands. I put the whole situation in God's hands, right? Am I hurting? Oh my gosh. You have no idea. I'm hurting because I said it. I'm hurting because on the off chance that he'll actually listen. I'm hurting because the on chance that he'll listen. I'm hurting because I just basically pushed away the one thing I've wanted my entire life, knowing that it might hurt him. It might hurt him, so I pushed it away. What do I do at the end of the day? I put it in God's hands. Because if it's supposed to be mine, I trust God. It will be mine. There are people that said no to and pushed them away, and they left, which means they're not supposed to be mine. See ya. I hope what you get is much better. It shows me and it proves to me that you were never supposed to be in my life anyway. You're not mine. And that's awesome. It's awesome for you because you belong to somebody else. So if I push you away and you leave, then I hope that you can find the person that you do belong to. I put you in God's hands. But I know my position, right? Changes. Based on what? My condition is actually to meet the state of me being the tree, right? That's not my position because the tree can be anywhere in the forest. But my condition tells you I am a tree. I am sick, I am ill. Then your condition tells you I am a tree. Planted by the rivers of water, right, would tell you your position, except that the rivers of water could be anywhere as well. So your position has not been determined yet. The rivers of water are what? The storm. If I'm a tree, and I'm in a tree condition, God is only going to allow rivers of water, because rivers of water will bring forth fruit, right? But if it's a flood, if it's a tsunami, it will kill my tree, right? So I will die, right? As a result of me being a tree where there are storms like that, floods like that, tsunamis like that, it will kill trees. Y'all remember to see the pictures from Thailand? I think it was when they had palm trees. So those trees are made to bend over and bend over and bend over without breaking. And the palm trees were taking hits. They were leaving. The palm trees were going down short. Because the tree is meant for rivers of water that bring forth fruit in the season, right? Cause fruit to come in the season. Why? Because the rivers of water will bring forth fruit, bring forth water that will hit the roots to make fruit. Once there's water that comes up above ground, the tree doesn't do good with that, because it starts to wash away the earth. And what happens then? My roots are exposed. If you expose my roots, I lift up out the ground and you'll see me flying. You see me flying or moving or swimming down the shore. I'm a tree. I'm not made for this past hurricane Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not made for this thing that you're dealing with. I'm not made for this storm. Hey, the two of us together, we become a tree. When you get married, and he shall be like a tree. And he gets married to somebody, they become a tree with them, right? And they become like a tree planted by the rivers of water. So your tree becomes stronger once you connect with somebody. Why? Because she becomes one with you. Once she takes on your last name and becomes one with you, the two of you become a tree. So watch who you talk to, watch who you date, watch who you marry, watch it all. Watch it, watch. As God watch it, as a mentor to be watching it, watch to ask somebody watch it. For you. I say these things, I'm focused on myself. I'm talking to Jamie. Because Jamie's the one that wants to have the best part about life and people around her, but she also wants to stay. She wants to stay being a tree. Because then I understand being like a tree. But if I let God change my position, then my condition will upgrade as well. I was at the doctor yesterday. I was with Miss Jones. I was at the specialist. And they took my blood pressure. And she said, "Oh." I said, "Yes." She said, "Your blood pressure is perfect." Now, the odd thing is it's not. It's not perfect for me. It should actually be, and I don't say it should be lower, but I have the perfect number for somebody in their 20s. But for me having the age that I have, it's expected to be lower than it is. Expected to be 110 over 70 at all times. Not 120 over 80. And she was like, my blood pressure literally was on score, 120 over 80. And she did it the old fashioned way with the squeezing the bulb thing. Yeah. I was like, wow, that's a blessing. I didn't complain. Because I remember a couple of years ago sitting in church with Sylvia and having to sit next to Sylvia because my blood pressure 1 hour literally was 240 over 220, and then the next hour was 80 over 60. And I had to go to an endocrinologist at Johns Hopkins because it would not stop. I was sick. And I wasn't sick with something, right? I was sick overall. A fibromyalgia will raise your blood pressure. It does everything. And I'm actually in the middle of a pretty bad episode because of that hurricane that we got. That storm. So honest God, my blood pressure should actually be much higher than it actually is. And I walked in, I was, "Hi, how are you?" And I was talking to everybody, you know. Staying calm. She took my blood pressure. It was nothing, you know. But the blood pressure of 120 over 80, right, is a very good thing, right? It's a different condition than that was there, 4 or 5 years ago? So now the condition that I'm in now is this tree, right? Before it was a tree, right? Having an erratic, they said I had erratic blood pressure, erratic everything. They didn't know what was happening in my body, right? But now it's not erratic. It makes a whole lot of sense, right? So it's radic. I don't know. It's radic. I don't know. It's 120 over 80 is what it is. Well, that's a beautiful thing. With God changing my position, right? My condition changes too. He changed my position based on the level of a storm that I have in my life. So I have a natural storm of just being Jamie. Wow. I have a natural storm of, oh my Lord. I told you guys, Wednesday night my body was aching. It was going crazy. And I didn't know there was a flood going on. I don't watch TV like that. I went with Miss Jones to the place yesterday and found out about the flood. Oh, that's awesome, Paige. And when I told the nurse about it, she said, you're not the first person to say that. She said, I've had a couple people that have autoimmunes that were this morning that were out of whack. I said, okay. Am I still a tree? I gotta tell you, I don't know. Because then he shall be like a tree. A tree is a river indicates that a tree is nearby. If you see a river and a river is thriving, then that tells me that it's feeding a tree. Somewhere a tree is being fed by that river because pouring into